Can quiet quitting ruin your career? Quiet quitting has raised quite a dust storm of controversy since the term first appeared on TikTok. Those who really understand what quiet quitting is might be wondering why we're even asking the question. But it is a fair one, and we're going to attempt to answer it. Make sure you stick around until the end, where I share with you what you can realistically expect should you decide to go down the quiet quitting road. Hey guys, I'm Mary Schaefer, founder of AP Now, the place where we curate the latest business intelligence for those who work in, manage, or have responsibility for the accounts payable or payment function, and some accounting stuff also. Before I get to my conclusions, I want to share with you some recent headlines. Okay, headline number one: quiet quitting is a serious threat to our way of life. This from Ariana Huffington. Okay, not sure if I can actually agree with that. From the Boston Globe, with worker productivity slipping to a near record number of unfilled jobs, the economy can ill afford a tsunami of snowflake slacking. That's what the Boston Globe said. And while I admire their turn of phrase, tsunami of snowflake slacking, I'm not sure that's what we're really talking about at this point. Okay, here comes another one. Quiet quitting is a horrible approach to building a career, says Kevin O'Leary of Shark Tank fame. He also called it the dumbest idea he ever heard of. I'm not sure that I agree with him, but then I don't agree with him quite frequently. All righty. I believe I also saw a headline in which Elon Musk called those who quiet quit their jobs slackers. But when I got ready to put this piece together, I couldn't find it, so I may be wrong on that one. Maybe he didn't say it, okay? But I can hear him saying it. It's not beyond the realm of belief. All right, and one last one. And these are some headlines from the Wall Street Journal. The backlash against quiet quitting is getting loud, and that's true, and how quiet quitting is changing the workplace. Now let's get a grip here and try and put things in perspective, okay? Quiet quitting, first of all, is only being practiced by a small portion of the population, and for many, it's not even a consideration. There have been numerous articles, editorials, podcasts, etc., calling those who quiet quit, they're calling them slackers. Some say they are coasting on their jobs or doing the bare minimum to get news for you. Well, I've got some news for those content creators. Slackers are slackers. That's not what quiet quitting is about. It's not about slacking off. It's not about doing the bare minimum to get by, okay? It's about doing the job and setting boundaries. Now, Elon Musk of Tesla, SpaceX, etc., famously said that no one is going to change the world working 40 hours a week. And he's right about that. But let's be fair about this. A middle manager or a line supervisor, say, is earning somewhere between $75,000 and $150,000, is not likely to change the world. So demanding that they be available 24/7, 365 days of the year seems to me anyway to be a little bit outrageous. At least that's how I see it. Quiet quitting is about setting boundaries. It's about giving your all between 9 and 5 and then taking a breather. It's about having some decent work-life boundaries. It's not about doing the minimum you have to do to get by. But there's clearly a problem given all the hoopla that's going on. Before I get to that problem and what you can expect if you decide to quiet quit, if you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up. And if you loved it, please subscribe to the channel. We produce new content 3 times a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays are devoted to payment and accounts payable issues, and occasionally like a career issue like this. And Saturdays are reserved for Wordle. Your thumbs up help us, your comments help us, and your shares help us, as YouTube takes all of these as a signal that people are interested in the content and they should distribute it to more viewers. Now, the problem, as I see it, with quiet quitting is the sudden change in behavior, the sudden drop in availability and productivity. To some, it's going to look like you're slacking off. It's going to look like you're doing the bare minimum, especially to those bosses who are used to seeing you being available 24/7. And I'd be lying to you if I said that wasn't going to impact your raise or your chances of promotion. Put yourself in your boss's shoes. And let's be honest, if there's a promotional opportunity, management is going to want to give it to the very best person or the person that they feel they can get the most out of. And that just might be someone who's willing to be available and respond 24/7, not to somebody who's trying to establish boundaries. That stinks. And believe me, I know it. But that's the reality of the world that we live in. Now, what can you do about this? Okay. Well, obviously, whatever your hours that you're working, you want to make sure that you're top notch and you're going to outshine everybody else there, especially those folks who are willing to, respond to emails at 10 o'clock at night. Now, I want to make it clear that if your boss wants to send an email at 10 o'clock at night, that's his or her prerogative, and I'm not criticizing them for doing that. But it is unrealistic of them to expect to get a response at 10, 11 o'clock at night. That's what quiet quitting is about. Saying, okay, Mr. or Ms. Boss, you can go ahead and send that email at 10, 11 o'clock at night, but I'll respond during normal working hours, okay? One of the ways that you can make sure you shine is make sure you know everything possible there is to know about your field. And in our case, our field is accounts payable. And one of the ways that you could do that is just watch some of the other videos that are on this channel. We've got over 250 of them. There's a lot to know, and there's a lot that you can do. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon.com, to my best knowledge, has not weighed in on this particular issue, knows a thing or two about success. And for those looking for career success, we can learn from his insights. We did a broadcast on that a while ago, focusing on career lessons you can learn from his actions. You might watch that right now. A link will appear momentarily on YouTube. And as always, we have the link below in the show notes. And as always, we greatly appreciate your thumbs up, your subscribes, your shares, and your comments. Let us know what you think about this issue in the comments below. Thanks and good luck.